How do most successful people or investors operate during crisis period? What do they do differently than the majority that always keep them very rich and wealthy no matter the circumstance? In today's episode of Hangout with Dr. UJ, I'll be sharing with you 5 tips for investing in uncertain times. Hi there, my name is Geniue, your #1 real estate consultant here in Nigeria, and I welcome you to the program Hangout with Dr. UJ, powered by ICR Properties, where our goal is not only to bring your way quality, safe, and smart investment opportunities that guarantees maximum capital appreciation and return on your investment, but also to give tips and equip you with all the necessary resources to make smart investment decisions. So do subscribe to our channel and follow us on all our social media handles so we can form a family of formidable investors here in Nigeria. When you subscribe, don't forget to turn on the notifications so you don't miss out on any of our uploads or offer. Please like and share this video with as many people as possible, your friends, your family, your loved ones, so we can all make smart investment decisions, especially this COVID-19 period. So let's get into the 5 tips for investing in uncertain times. Tip number 1, do not panic. It is now an obvious fact that the world is experiencing a global pandemic that has to a large extent crippled the global markets, and its effect is still going to be felt even in the forthcoming months. However, the first thing you need to do is not to panic. Whether you know it, believe it or not, you need to prepare yourself for the forthcoming adverse effects of this coronavirus, which is beyond the control of you and I, because we can't just erase the coronavirus, rather we can only manage it and hope for the breakthrough that will come in form of a vaccine. So how do you handle a situation beyond your control? Definitely it's not by staying home and spending hours on TV or adopting, eating as your new hobby and adding tons of flesh. Neither is it by spreading false information or worrying over what might become of you post-pandemic. Hear this. Panicking won't do you any good. Rather, it will worsen the situation by denying you critical thinking and planning ability. Therefore, the first thing you need to do is do not panic. Rather, it is a time you need to plan, strategize, and prepare to act on the next tips. Tip number 2, separate signals from noise. You need to separate signals from noise in this crisis period. We humans, because we can't predict the future, we tend to allow our emotions push us too far to one direction or the other. Crisis period is not a time for you to get extremely emotional. Rather, it is a time you need to focus on signals, which are the things you can verify, facts that can give you an idea of the direction things would go. I know we might not be able to predict the future, but through signals, which are verifiable facts, you can lay the foundation of what is going to be the case. I'll give you a couple of examples about noise and signals. Example 1, noise is the notion that most people are going to lose their jobs because businesses are closing up. Pure noise. While the signal is that there is still going to be an enormous amount of gainfully employed people as businesses are discovering innovative ways to continue their business virtually. Therefore, skills and versatility are going to be playing a great role this period. Trust me, new entrepreneurs are being born. Industries are emerging because this crisis period have opened up opportunities and gaps that needs to be filled. New discoveries have been made on how people can work and earn from the comfort of their homes. Therefore, there will be more opportunities for people with the investor's mindset. Definitely, if you fold your hands, refuse to evolve, and just panicking, the looming storm will wash you off. Another example of noise is that real estate is going to fall just like the stock market. But hey, you forgot that the real estate market, unlike the stock market, does not absolutely drop in a matter of minutes based on public panic. Real estate is governed by the law of demand and supply. It's a matter of people putting up houses and other properties for sale than people looking to buy such properties. And once there is an interest, business takes place. Take for instance, short-let properties or luxury properties might experience a bit of a slowdown at the moment because there is more of them in the market than the demand for it due to border closures, restrictions, and lockdown that we are experiencing at the moment. Also, properties in high target areas like Banana Island, Ikota, Lekki Phase 1 selling from between 350 million to over R1 billion might also experience a bit of a slowdown now, as there are more of such properties in the market than the people that can actually afford them. However, affordable properties, affordable homes, landed properties on the other hand would always be in high demand, because Nigeria is made up of greater percentage of middle and low income earners that would love to own their own landed properties and home in fast developing areas like Lekki, the new Lagos, and cannot afford some of these already existing properties in high target areas because of what they earn versus what these properties go for. Lagos alone has over 100,000 housing deficits, creating an opportunity, a huge demand for affordable landed properties and houses. No matter the crisis, people would always need shelter over their head, and they would also love to invest towards a better financial future by buying into these affordable properties in anticipation of selling high in the future. Real estate, therefore, is not controlled by public panic or experience a direct impact that could cause a drastic effect. Rather, the law of demand and supply governs it. As I am shooting this video today, right now, I am still getting a lot of calls and messages from people that want to key into our affordable properties in order to cut out the risk of their money losing its value in the looming recession, as a lot of developing companies are offering COVID-19 price slashes and discounts. As inflation sets in, if you do not take immediate action to invest soon, that money in the bank with little or no interest, even being reduced through service charges and policies, might not be able to buy as much for you in the future. Though I cannot completely tell the future, but the signal here, in my own opinion, is that there is a huge gap in the demand and supply of affordable or low-cost housing and landed properties. And the fact that Nigeria is made up of a majority of middle and low-income earners, coupled with our huge housing deficit, should give you an idea of value and where your focus should be. Tip number 3, be proactive. Periods like this calls for being proactive. This is the best time you need to research and equip yourself in the area of investment. Equip yourself with money-making skills that would enable you to create multiple sources of income, at least 7 streams of income if you truly desire to be wealthy. Technology today have made it very easy that you can now take online courses, read free ebooks, and watch YouTube videos where experts will be teaching you on the steps and the strategies to adopt in order to minimize risk and maximize profit. There is a lot of free resources today on the internet that truly no one has an excuse to remain poor or be poor. Follow us on our social media handle and subscribe to our YouTube channel, where we'll be contributing our quota in order to make as many people as possible achieve financial freedom through real estate investments. This is the time to sharpen your skills, unlearn what no longer was, and replace them with vital technical know-how, and that way you can position yourself to take advantage of a lot of economic opportunities that will definitely surface in the course of this crisis. Tip number 4, focus on expansion and follow the money. This is a time you need to make a conscious decision not to contract during this whole corona period, but rather to maximize the crisis and expand your horizon in knowledge, skills, investment, market share, networks, etc. If you already have a family, then you and your family members must make this commitment to expand. And if you're single, then you need to find a mentor or an accountability partner to work with, as your actions and results must be measurable. I'll use myself as an example. Taking advantage of this whole period to expand my real estate portfolio and market share by taking advantage of some of the ongoing COVID-19 relief promos and price slashes by developing company, up to 50% discount to acquire more properties in my name. Like these 2 acres I just concluded in the middle of the whole crisis. The next thing you do after mapping out expansion strategies is to follow the money. Think about this for a second. No matter the kind of crisis situations, what are those things that people, you and I, inevitably still spend on? Food, water, shelter, essential products such as health products, electricity, etc. Whatever the kind of pandemic or crisis, these will always be in high demand, and that is where you should be investing. Affordable landed properties, houses, rental properties, these are where you should be investing. Tip number 5, be persistent and take advantage. Crisis situations or time always shakes the whole economy, and a lot of people are going to give up or quit. However, when people are quitting, that is when you should be pressing on. As the saying goes, when the going gets tough, the tough gets going. You must strive to be among the tough that will persist and take advantage of all the distractions, exploit the opportunities and find out those things that people won't do anymore and do them. Be fearful when people are greedy, and greedy when people are fearful. Now, I'm not talking about, this is not about taking advantage of people who are down. Rather, it is from a mindset perspective. That is to say, when people are shying away from every thought of investing, that is when you should focus on finding opportunities that abound right now to invest. Like some of the ongoing COVID-19 relief promo being offered by developing companies of up to 30 to 50% discounts. Mindset is what separates the poor from the rich. Mindset is what differentiates a consumer that would want to hold back from an investor seeking opportunities to key in. Guess what? The majority of people have consumer mindset and would be fearful, running away from investing for a better tomorrow. Instead, they live for the moment, which explains why we have little numbers of millionaires and billionaires in the world. People with consumer mindsets only plan on how to survive the crisis period, leaving out what happens when the crises are over. While an investor, on the other hand, is trained on not just how to survive the crisis period, but also to be, to be watchful, seeking opportunities to invest that always exist at the center of every crisis. To be wealthy requires discipline and sacrifice of immediate gratification. In conclusion, today is the best time to invest. Secure your money in the most stable form of investment, irrespective of naira devaluation, the looming recession, inflation, fall in oil prices and stock market crashes, or forex market instability. Your money is secured and guaranteed to appreciate when you invest in real estate and with us. My name still remains equals to Geniue Thanksgiving, and thanks for joining us on today's episode of Hangout with Realtor UJ. Till next time, here are some of the properties that are on massive COVID-19 relief promo. Right. 3 things make a good property: strategic location, perfect title and good price. So if you're looking for something for commercial outfits with good price, then Commercial Court is the best for you. Not only is it located 6 minutes from all the major developments around here, but it has got excision. It is less than 300 meters from this major expressway, and it is selling for only 3.5 million. Trust me, it's selling out fast. To know more or reserve a plot or plots, call me today.